with Philip Revell, who is the convener of Scottish Communities Climate Action Network and a longtime climate activist. And Philip, you first got involved in this Breakthrough for Resilience project at the very beginning, helping us to research community resilience tools. The reason we asked you to get involved is that this project was inspired by the Resilience Compass, which you used on the TESS project. Can you tell us a bit about TESS and the Resilience Compass tool?
The TESS project was a European-funded research project across 6 countries, trying to understand the role and impact of community-led initiatives to face up to the climate crisis. So we're studying a very diverse range of projects covering topics around waste and reuse to transport and active travel and energy and food growing and lots of other community-led projects. And as part of that, we were trying to assess or create some sort of framework for understanding the impact of these projects. And it seemed to me that one approach would be to use the framing of resilience and to what extent these projects were contributing to the resilience of their communities. I'd been inspired by the earlier work that Nick Wilding had carried out to explore community resilience, and I felt that his Compass of Resilience tool might provide a very useful way of understanding and assessing very diverse projects.
Is there any other tool from the list you helped us to create that you'd like to talk about?
Well, for me, sociocracy is a very important tool as a way of both structuring organizations to disperse decentralized power, but also as a way of working together in more creative ways, which I think is a crucial part of the transition which we need in order to build more resilient communities.
And can you tell us a bit about how either the Resilience Compass or sociocracy has impacted your work with communities?
For me, I suppose it provides a very useful way of understanding what we're trying to do and understanding that it's not just all about reducing carbon emissions, it's about transforming the system and creating communities which are resilient enough to use the inevitable challenges and unexpected events which are going to arise in the next few years in creative ways to catalyze transformational change.
Why do you think it's important for people working with communities to focus on building resilience?
Well, I think this is going to be increasingly important because we're facing a range of interconnected crises which are just going to mount up over the coming years. I mean, it's not just the climate crisis, there's obviously the intimately connected loss of biodiversity and mass extinction, which is already happening. There's all the climate-related impacts around extreme weather events. There's going to be increasing problems of mass migration because of large parts of the world just becoming uninhabitable, so climate refugees can be an increasing problem. And basically, sort of late-stage capitalism is breaking down and causing all sorts of issues around wealth inequality, which are going to just cause ongoing problems, and going to be huge issues with climate anxiety and trauma generally, which means we're going to need to build resilience in a community level in every way that we can.